But are you really comfortable playing that in this scenario against such a strong team, against such a strong opponent? And this was the Showmaker LeBlanc angle. He's just going to play this mage matchup in mid. He's got so much mobility, and with the LeBlanc plus the Lee Sin here, you just run circles around this immobile Hui.
Let's never talk about that ever again. Let's dive into game one. Oh no.
Hold up.
Oh no. Well, Lucid's going to spot him. Didn't quite realize how extraordinarily long his hair looks on this skin.
Yeah, it's quite long.
I know it was always long, but I feel like it's got an extra amount of length.
So this is a really cool start here to this game by Nongshim, actually looking for the invade and then threatening Lucid, forcing the split. Zarya at level 1 can do a lot of damage long term, obviously, but it's just so fragile, and Alistar level 1 is completely worthless. So Sylvie actually just gets to start this blue buff. They get 2 wards down.
I think that's canon. I think that's how that one goes.
Okay,
as he's
well,
not managing to split this one. Is just gonna get cut in half. First blood solo kill for Kingan.
His face on the player cam as well. He's just super frustrated with the situation.
Depending on what boots are going to be purchased, but he goes back, gets a Haunting Guise first buy. You love to see that. Kellen taking a bit of damage. Sylvie's making his way in, aiming, gonna dash, immediately cleansed. And now Kellen able to walk his way out, but that is no flashes. They do get the long cooldown on the newly nerfed cleanse. That is going to be that. And
he's good at it.
Yeah, he's good at being more subtle about it though. Is Kingan not finding that trade necessarily as ulti comes through from aiming here on the bottom side. Killer Instinct defensively from Jiwoo, who gets back to a decent position. Good slowdown here from aiming, who's getting a lot of value from this electricity. And there's the flash forward, gets the pulverized mini stun into the wall there as Guga looks to try and turn it, and Jiwoo is going to take down Kellen. Burst Fires need to land aiming. They've got a ward in that brush, and the barrier is going to get utilized. Aiming's cleanse does nothing, and Jiwoo flashes behind him. It's a 2-for-1 in the bottom lane as the equalizer comes down, and Lucid's going to get punished. D+, what's going on?
D+ falling apart at the seams here, and you've got to respect that Kai'Sa passive stacking up the plasma.
Just put it down. He just put it down. As now Jiwoo is going to get punished. They call in the cavalry. Lucid says, all right, well, you got some summoner spells, guys, so let's just go with Worth. They do manage to even the scoreline. Guga is just trying to walk his way out, gets the Eclipse back, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough here. No flash available as aiming dashes in, picks up the kill. So,
well,
3-1, and maybe we're getting like a it has to be certified, but we don't feel great about it situation.
Yeah.
They can get the rest of them as Lucid is here, wanting to collect 5. Safeguards over to Kellen. And now with Dundun on that inside track, they've got an equalizer coming down, though. This is so dangerous as Guga chained up and will now get taken down. Does land a decent solar flare, but there's no one else there. That is going to be Kingan collecting a kill for himself. Spiraling. Despair is not really going to do anything. And all right, Showmaker now finding the chains as Jiwoo gets himself out. Yeah, and that is going to be Sylvie locking it down. Lucid was just holding position. There's the kick over the wall. Oh no! Oh, that was so weird. They just trade positions about 11 different times. And Sylvie gets out. That was just miscommunication between the two of them. Very cute there from Lucid, but ultimately made things worse. As now Fish are going to have to flash the wall to get out of the way, but they got their prize. That is 2 Drakes. There's a Chemtech. And as we saw, Orcs wasn't on the couch, and that's exactly why. 100% responsibility going to Daniel Harrison for this one.
Yep, it's 100% his fault. Fisher.
Yeah, and there's the flash in. It's an angry cow. And aiming is going to be able to pick up his 4th.
He's almost halfway there.
Kingan is doing his very best. Majora's Mask, you know, okay, that's a flash in. And Showmaker just stands his ground. Goes back to his Distortion as well. Lands the chain. That is going to be the Q connecting there as well. Distortion for some extra damage. Lucid baits him in a little. Decides that he doesn't want to go too far. Didn't have flash, so no kick flash is available. And aiming now, just taking some control of the river for the minute. It's getting a little bit dicey there, Wolf.
Yeah,
4,000 gold is the lead. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, Jiwoo is now going to get ulted on here by aiming. Killer Instinct comes in. Can he actually get it? He finds the 1v1 as the Ignite will pick up the kill here for Kellen. But Jiwoo, that was a statement move. My God. Died to fire at the end.
Yeah, but ultimately, he's making plays while his team is behind.
Look at those empowered autos, by the way. As Dundun's getting cut down, Guga is on a flank angle, but Kellen's here as well. Equalizer comes in, connects onto both as Solar Flare will stun up Kellen for the minute. Sylvie getting on in here, sees the ward though, and he's not going to be able to do anything about this one. Showmaker He's going to take down Dundun first and see whether he can get this pesky Viego.
He's an ice cube in the hot summer sun.
And now Guga is able to sidestep the Sonic Wave, but not able to do too much more. Double stun does come on through there. What does it mean? It means he's dead. Aiming going to lock down that kill. And now
they're coming.
Sylvie and Dundun are all just getting burnt to a crisp.
They're coming at
by
us.
This Rumble as Aiming. He's going to dash on in, finds the ulti. Dundun's going to get burst fired down, and it's a massacre. A double comes in for Aiming. Have full control of this dragon. That's the danger. As Rift Herald is going to get piloted by Guga here. Equalizer comes on down as Lucid. They're trying to push him out of this pit. Showmaker dives in though, and Jiwoo's going to get knocked up by the cow. It is going to be the secure of the dragon by Nongshim, but is this the sacrifice that costs them the game? I don't know whether it's exactly this moment that gets there, but it does get a triple kill for Kingan as Fisher is able to Mega Blast Cone his way out of dodge, but the rest of the team not so lucky.
Yeah, no kills for Aiming on this one. And there's nothing Nongshim could do about it. They can't even be anywhere close. We're going to go back to this play here. There's the teleport here that's called out by Kingan from Fisher. He just walks it off, avoids everything, and then is like, all right, I'm slowing him down.
And this is where we caught up to the play. Kingan, of course, providing information that his ultimate is down. But look at that. He just, like, he pre-cooks them, and then Aiming grabs it and puts it in the microwave. Abyssal Mask now done. He really is a mask salesman, is good old Kingan. As Nongshim now going to look for Showmaker, who does want to get that distortion back off cooldown. Mimics it there as well. As you can see, Dundun, he runs really quickly. Showmaker going to get slowed down for the moment. Let's see whether he can get out. He cannot, as he is going to burn down. That is going to be the kill going over to Jiwoo. But the answer is all of Nongshim's stuff exploding.
And it's a reasonable setup here for D+ with a 1-3-1, because you know Showmaker, if he gets collapsed on, can survive for so long. Kingan's already shown what he can do if they try to kill him.
I mean, this is the answer, right? Like, please leave it alone as Showmaker takes an auto or two. Solar Flare does come on through here. Showmaker is just dead. That is going to be Guga locking that one down. D+, can they actually salvage the situation? It's not looking good for Kellen as we ask that question. Two are now dead. Aiming, skating his way out. Kingan, he does go golden. That's going to buy them some time. Aiming now behind the rest of his team. Great kick does come on through. And oh God, the wallets are too heavy. Another triple for Kingan, and Lucid finishes off Jiwoo in the end. And that's one way to win the game, D+.
Dundun's head on the table. Not his finest performance in the matchup. He opted into this one with the Rumble going over to D+. And man, he's just so fed. He's got Riftmaker, he's got Abyssal Mask, and he just kind of walks away and then burns them all to death. It looked good for Nongshim until Kingan said, no, it does not. 8-0-7, perfect KDA. And D+ take it.
They're like, it's like the rebirth of Kingan this season, because he has had some real lows.
Jiwoo, nobody's going to say he didn't try.
No,
but Kingan,
he absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. We're not going to levy any sort of criticism his way. I think the first pick Hwei